Good morning, Taconic, and welcome back to another episode of Taconic TV. My name is Owen and let's get right into today's show. Today is Friday, May 20th, and as always, we have a great show lined up for you all today. As always, we have Jack and Anthony with the main news. After that, we have Matt Garrity with some upcoming events. And to head off our show, we have Wojcik's weather. Before we get into all of that, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thanks, Owen. We are halfway through quarter 4 already, and this coming week is the last week of school for the seniors.
And speaking of seniors, Chromebook collection is May 23rd. We will need both your Chromebook and your charger. Seniors who own anything back to school will not be allowed to participate in graduation rehearsal until everything's turned in. So please make sure to return both of those.
Up next, we have Destin with this week's sports and news.
Welcome back to Taconic Sports. I'm Dustin. Let's get right into the news. Last Saturday, Evan Blake hit 2 home runs to lead the Taconic baseball team to a 12-5 win over Northampton. Blake went for 3 for 5 and drove in 5 runs for the Thunder, then took a 4-1 lead in the first inning. Bo Brammer and Matt Lee each had a pair of hits, and Brammer hit a home run and stole 4 bases and scored 4 runs in the leadoff spot. On Saturday, Taconic put up a 7-3 win against Pope Francis. Sam Sherman led the team into a comeback from 3-0 with a triple and a double. Adam Lazarus earned the win on the mound by striking out 6 in 5 innings. Things didn't go so well for the softball team. The team suffered a devastating 0-8 loss to Wacona. Avieville crew struck out 18 while pitching, allowing Wacona to take the game. That's all for this week. Now back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Destin. MCAS was this week. Great job to all the sophomores who completed it.
And now we have Matt with some information on the senior events that are going on this week.
Hey, what is up, Taconic? It's Matt. I'm currently in front of the library right now, in front of this huge calendar that's been being displayed for the past couple of weeks. If you haven't walked past the library, which I think most of you have, you probably have seen this, but probably haven't had the time to stop and actually look at it. It tells you exactly what's going to be going on for the next few weeks left in May. So next week is Senior Week. The first day is Adam Sandler Day. Dress up as Adam Sandler. It's going to be a lot of fun. Seniors, on the 23rd, make sure to have your Chromebook turned in or you won't receive your diploma. It's very important. Make sure to get those Chromebooks turned in. Then on the 24th, it will be Barbecue Dad Day. Show off your best barbecue dad. It's going to be a lot of fun. On the 25th is White Lies. If you don't know what White Lies is, everyone knows I'm a big Marvel fan. So I would wear a shirt saying, I love DC. Get it? Because you get it. On the 26th is College and Career Day. So wear any merch from a college you'll be attending next year. Then on the 27th, the day we've all been waiting for seniors, is Aloha Day. It's the seniors' very last day of school. So it'll be a good day to wish them farewell because we won't be here anymore. Then the week after next will be senior events. So on the 30th, there's no school for anyone actually. And then on the 31st is Senior Sunrise. The sunrise is around 4:45, around there. So we're gonna be here pretty early, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. I recommend everyone does it. It's gonna be a great experience and you really shouldn't miss it. Then on June 1st, it will be the very first graduation rehearsal. Times are still in development, so you'll find out more about the times sooner, later on. Then on June 2nd is another graduation rehearsal. These graduation rehearsals are very important, very, very important, so you have to show up or you won't graduate, so it's very important, guys. Then on the 3rd is the senior trip. We're gonna be going to Great Escape, Six Flags, and Lake George, and we're gonna have a dinner on one of the cruise ships. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I highly recommend you do that. Also, speaking about senior trip, make sure to hand in your $5 to Miss Carlo to reserve your seat on the bus that will bring you to the senior trip, or you won't be allowed to have dinner or lunch. So make sure you hand in those $5. Then on the following Sunday, June 5th, is graduation. So you should probably show up to graduation. It's kind of important. But yeah, that basically wraps up the senior events. And let's hand it back to the studio.
Thanks, Matt. Prom is Tuesday, May 31st. So for everyone that's going, make sure you have everything ready and you have a good time.
This week is Horticulture's annual plant sale. There will be selling a variety of hanging pots, succulents, assorted annuals, houseplants, and vegetable starters at the greenhouse on Thursday and Friday. For more information, reach out to Brian Callahan at bcallahan@pittsfield.net or Tyler Weinstein at tweinstein@pittsfield.net.
Speaking of horticulture, they partnered with the Hillcrest Hospital to redo their gardens. Check out the newsletter to see the amazing before and after pictures.
Now, let's go back to Matt with some expectations news.
Hey y'all, today you'll be learning about what it means to strive for excellence. Striving for excellence can mean many different things, but the most common definition is that you use your talents, abilities, and skills in the best way possible. As we wrap up the school year, it's a great idea to refresh your memory on what it looks like to strive for excellence. Here are some examples on what you can do to strive for excellence. Make sure you're on time and prepared for class. Studies show that when a student arrives to class 10 minutes late every day, they miss around 30 hours of class time. So always try your best to be on time for class so you don't miss out on your education. Be active in a lesson. Being regularly active in a lesson can help improve your understanding of the material being taught to you. Challenge yourself to ask questions. Asking questions is a great way to show your teacher that you are engaged in the lesson, and it will also improve your sense of understanding in the course. Don't be afraid to make a mistake. It all happens to the best of us. There's no such thing as a silly answer. After all, making mistakes is how we learn. So making mistakes is actually a good thing if you really think about it. Here are more examples of striving for excellence. Gather all material needed to be successful. Make sure your phone isn't a distraction. Being on your phone isn't a good way to show striving for excellence. It's always a good idea to put your phone away and use it at the end of class when you're told to. We hope this video helped you understand what striving for excellence means and that you can demonstrate what it looks like in your classes from now on. Thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next time.
Thanks, Matt. This is your last chance to get a yearbook, as the deadline is Sunday, May 22nd. So get those orders in now.
Angst Visual Watch Party, the Massachusetts Alliance for Mental Health, the Children's Mental Health Campaign, and the Massachusetts Health Council is holding a free virtual watch party for the documentary film Angst at 7 to 8:30 p.m. on Thursday, May 19th.
Grade 9 postural screening begins next week. For more information, check the link in the newsletter in the description.
Up next, we have Mr. Wojcik with the weather.
I'm only happy when it rains.
Thanks, guys, and welcome to Wojcik's weather. Got a little bit of a warm-up coming up. For sure, Saturday and Sunday, going to be looking into possibly the 90s, which is unusual for May. Usually the first 90-degree day averages around June 7th, June 8th. But we're looking like we're going to see that this weekend. These low pressures are going to be out of here by the rest of today, and then Saturday's looking sunny into Sunday. We'll get into the extended after that, but for sure you're going to see some really warm weather coming up from the south. We'll go to the temps. So right around the area now, everybody low 50s, high 40s, 49 Pittsfield, 51 Albany, 50 up in Glens Falls. And nationally, you can see same thing, 50s up in the northeast, but it's this warmer weather down here. These are early temps right now, so those places are going to be up into the 80s and 90s. All that's coming up northeastward for this weekend. So looking at the 6th day coming up, Hot and humid Saturday, 93. Sunday, same 90. Later in the day, that's where it's gonna get mugginess. You're gonna get those thunderstorms rolling through. Then dropping back off. The humidity will drop back off for Monday. So Monday's looking pretty decent with low humidity. Be back down into the 70s. Same for Tuesday, some sun and clouds, and then eventually some increasing clouds by Wednesday. And this is for a lot of you old timers. I'm dating myself here. I don't know if anybody remembers the $6 million man. They called him the Bionic Man. It was Lee Majors back in the day, and had accident, had all kinds of surgeries on his arm and his legs so he could run fast, lift more. Got a picture of him here, lifting with that one bionic arm. And little do you guys probably know, they said they had some improvements with my strength from the surgery. So looking at here what I was able to do with my arm, yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing what they can do nowadays with technology and stuff. So anyway, you guys have a great weekend. Stay cool, stay hydrated. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Mr. Wojcik. That's going to be it for this week's show. Make sure you tune in next Thursday for a very special episode of Taconic TV. And of course, remember to take responsibility, have respect, and strive for excellence. Have a great day, Taconic.